we've been doing in social studies. Who remembers what we've been learning about? It's been a while. You need some time to think. Jaden, do you remember?
Day and night.
Oh, that was science. Do you remember in social studies what we were doing? It was a while ago. Jahira? The earth, what about it? Do you remember? There were certain things that are on the earth that we were learning about. Kyrie? Starts with a C. Continents. Yeah, continents. Very good. That was a while. I think that was last week, okay? So we're going to talk about, today, we're going to talk about our very own continent, which is, who can tell me what continent that we live on? Kate?
North America.
North America. Very good. Okay, so we're going to talk about that and read this book, okay? And then we're going to go over to the board, and you guys are going to help me lay out my map, okay? My own world map. Because who can tell me, what do maps show us? Why do we have maps? What do they do? Abraham?
It shows where we are and where to go.
Very good. That people use them to show where they need to go, right? Excellent. Jacob?
Because map had compass on it.
Very good.
It had certain way they go in east, west, north, and south.
Very good. Excellent. He pointed out the compass rose, so our maps have to have that on them. Very good. Caden?
I think I know why this place is called the United States.
Why?
I think I know this because it has it in the name. I think it's called the United States because the states are united.
Very good. Excellent. Okay. Well, today we are going to focus on North America. So I have this book that I'm going to read to you. As I'm reading, I want you guys to think of new things that you learned about North America, okay? So let's pay attention and find details, okay? Jaden, can you sit crisscross applesauce for me? Thank you. Okay. Where is North America? There are 7 continents. A continent is a very large area of land. North America is the 3rd largest continent. It stretches north beyond the Arctic Circle. In the south, a narrow strip of land connects North and South America. On either side of North America, there are 2 great oceans. To the west is the Pacific Ocean, and to the east is the Atlantic Ocean. North America includes many islands. Some of the islands belong to countries that are other continents. It says, Greenmark is part of the continent of North America, but belongs to Denmark and Europe. Weather. North America has many different climates. In the south, the weather is very warm and it often rains. In the southwest, there are hot deserts. Along the west coast, the sun shines most of the time. Near the Arctic Circle, the ground stays frozen all year. The northeast coast is cool and rainy. But in much of North America, it is cold and snowy in the winter and hot in the summer. Isn't that how it is here? Mountains and deserts. There are high mountain ranges along the west of North America. The Rocky Mountains go from the deserts of Mexico to icy Alaska. The Appalachian Mountains in the east are older and lower than the Rocky Mountains. There are several large deserts in southwestern United States and Mexico. Death Valley is a desert in California. It is the hottest place in the United States. The temperature there has reached 135 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot. Very hot. Rivers. The Mississippi is one of the world's most important rivers. It starts near the Canadian border. It then flows south through the center of the United States. 2 other great rivers, the Missouri and the Ohio, run into the Mississippi. The St. Lawrence River runs eastward from the Great Lakes to the Atlantic Ocean. Large ocean-going ships can travel along the river because canals take ships safely from one place to another. What do you think ship captains use in order to find where they need to go? Jackson?
Chipper.
What do they use? What we're learning about? You want someone to help you out? Kaylin? Maps. Very good. They use maps to help them find where they need to go. Excellent. Lakes. There are 5 large freshwater lakes close to the border of the United States and Canada. They are called the Great Lakes. The lakes are linked to each other by canals, so large ships can travel between them. The Great Salt Lake is a shallow lake in a desert. It is in Utah in the western United States. Its water is very salty. Swimmers can easily float in it. So it's so salty that you can float really easily in it. Oops. Animals. Millions of buffalo, also called bison, used to live on the grassy plains of North America. Golden eagles and pumas live in the mountains of the north. Alligators and turtles lurk in the swamps of Florida in the southern United States. Polar bears live in the frozen north of the continent. They hunt for fish where there are breaks in the ice. Whales, walruses, and seals swim in the icy Arctic Sea. Plants. Giant redwood trees grow on the northwest coast of the United States. Maple trees grow in Canada and the northeast of the United States. In spring, people use the sap from the inside of the trees to make maple syrup. Many types of cactuses grow in deserts of the southwest. Saguaro cactuses are very tough. They need very little water to survive. Languages. The first people living in North America were Native Americans. They had their own languages. Now, only a few Native Americans use these languages. Most people in the United States speak English. There are also many people who speak Spanish. The area south of the United States is called Central America. Most people in Central America speak Spanish. In Canada, some people speak French and some people speak English. This map shows some of the main cities in the continent of North America. Toronto in Canada is a busy port on Lake Ontario. Ottawa is the capital city of Canada. The Canadian Parliament meets there. In the United States, New York City is one of the most important cities in the world. People from all over the world visit the city for business and fun. New York City is famous for its tall skyscrapers. In the country. North America has many types of countryside. In the center are plains covered with wheat fields. Near the coast, farmers raise cattle. In forests in Canada, lumberjacks cut down trees and saw them into logs. On the northeast coast, people go fishing for cod and mackerel. In the countries around the Caribbean Sea, the climate is good for growing coffee, sugar, and bananas. Cool. Famous places. Yellowstone National Park is the oldest national park in the world. The park contains hundreds of geysers. Geysers are jets of hot stream that shoot up suddenly out of the ground. The Grand Canyon is a very steep, rocky river valley in Arizona. It was formed over millions of years by the Colorado River. The river water cuts through the layers of rocks and made a deep canyon. Niagara Falls is made up of 2 waterfalls. The American Falls are in the United States in New York, and the Horseshoe Falls are in Canada. Boats take visitors close to the crashing water. The Maya people lived in Central America about 800 years ago. They built stone cities and forests. At the center of these cities were temples shaped like pyramids. I think that's the end. And that's the end. So who can tell me from this book one thing that you learned about North America? There was tons of information, so everyone should be able to share. Abraham, did you learn something specific? Something new? You want to wait for someone else to share? Okay, we'll come back to you. Jaden?
People can speak English or Spanish.
Very good, because what's underneath of us? Where people speak Spanish a lot? Underneath the United States, do you remember?
Mexico.
Mexico, very good. Kyrie, what did you learn?
That people can speak French.
Oh, very good, because of Canada, right? Right above us is Canada. People speak French in Canada. Very good. Jacob?
We have bananas.
They're very good. So in Mexico, there's people that they grow bananas. Very good. Excellent. Bailey? Oh, go ahead. Okay, very good. Now that we've read this story, we are going to go back to the map over there, and you guys are going to help me label my world map with the continents and oceans, okay? Does that sound good? Thumbs up? Okay, I'm looking for a row.